conveyor belts. It's astonishing what medicine is finding out now about the inside working of the cell. So the RNA is the photocopy of the DNA. It comes down to another section of the cell called ribosome. Now, ribosome is a little factory where the new cell is made. What's fascinating is all the information on how to make a whole new body is inside every cell, but we don't want every other information. We only want the gastrointestinal tract information. So everything else is switched off and the information we need or want is switched on. The new cell starts to be made. I'm going to explain it like the building of a brick wall. So the first brick goes down and it's tyrosine. You see, we're built up, you've probably heard this, of amino acids. Tyrosine, the next one is, say, methionine. The next one is phenylalanine. The next one is lysine. Can you see what's happening here? Different cells, different amino acids, have different shapes. And each amino acid fits into the next one just like the pieces of a jigsaw. And every 3 to 5 days, out pops a new gastrointestinal tract cell. Well, what about an irritable bowel syndrome cell? What about a Crohn's disease cell? Colitis, gastritis. These are all cells that are inflamed in the gastrointestinal tract. If the cells lining the gastrointestinal tract are remade every 3 to 5 days, how come someone doesn't heal of these conditions in, let's be generous, 2 weeks? Is that a reasonable question? I'd like to suggest it's very reasonable. And we should ever be private investigators, investigating why these things are so. So let's have a look at how a new irritable bowel syndrome cell is made. The first brick goes down. Maybe tyrosine is present. But we immediately come across a problem. There's a piece of information missing. What's going to go there now? I heard of a lady that used to make a beautiful cake, and everyone wanted the recipe, but she'd leave one ingredient out. So no one could make her cake. I think it's a bit silly myself. Because you make a cake and it's gone, isn't it? Someone made some beautiful cornbread out there. I don't think there's any left. But you see my point. If there's a piece of information missing, it's not going to work. The body's not quite sure what to do now, and so there's a rogue cell roaming around, and this rogue cell is a breakdown from chemicals, it's a breakdown from genetically modified foods, it's a breakdown from heavy metals, and the body doesn't know it. It doesn't know what to do. And so it's roaming around, it seems a spot, and in it goes. Now the next one comes along, maybe that's phenylalanine. Where does it fit? Can you see that it hasn't got a spot to go into? And we've just discussed